Hi guys. I am not going to be on here for long. I have a few clients that I need to do later on. So again, if you'd like to ask me questions, pop in your questions, spam me. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to like, share or subscribe. You do not need to gift me to get a reading. You don't have to follow me to get a reading. Just copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. If you would like to get on my list, it is the meteor shower that I just pinned on the bottom of the screen. That will get you 10 cards and will get you on my list. Again, I've got a couple of clients later on this afternoon, so I'm not going to be on here for too long. If you'd like to bypass everybody in the room, by all means, again, it is the meteor shower that I pinned on the bottom of the screen. That will get you on my list, and that will get you 13 cards. I am still trying to download 3 lives from my TikTok. So every time I do a live, I always say to those of you who are getting an in-depth reading to record my voice or screen record, just in case there's technical difficulties for me to load up my lives on my YouTube. And it just so happens that the energy that we're currently in is crap. So I'm not able to download the 3 lives that I have done here on TikTok. I am still trying. I'm going to keep on trying. For some reason, they keep stopping at 75%, which is really annoying. And then I have to click that button again, and it keeps on stopping at 75% downloaded. And it's just not working. So I'll keep on trying. There are 3 lives that I have to post up, but it's not working. So again, the backup is always that you should record your reading. So you can go back to it, screen record, voice record when you have an in-depth reading, because I've been posting up all of my lives on my YouTube for the past 6 years. However, sometimes there are lives that I'm not able to upload, and then you're asking me for it. This is why I say, get another phone, get a recorder, and just record your reading. I'm not going to be on here for too long. I have got some clients later on, so I've got to make sure I've set my alarm. So I've got to leave when my alarm goes off, because I can't be late for my private clients. So if you want to bypass everybody in the room and you would like to get an in-depth reading, it is 13 cards. And it is the meteor shower that will get you on my list and get you 13 cards. I am going to do the same things like I've always done, which is 15 minutes in the beginning for my members and subscribers. Once the alarm clock goes off, I will then do 15 minutes for my, once the alarm clock goes off, I will do my gifters as well as people who don't follow me. So for those of you who just come into the room, you don't need to follow me. You don't need to like, share or subscribe. You do not need to gift me to get a reading. Copy and paste your question if I'm drawn to you. If my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. If you want to get on my list and you want to bypass everybody in the room, it is the meteor shower above the screen or in the gift box below. I always say that you do not need to be a member and you do not need to be a subscriber to get a reading. You do not have to gift me, tap the screen, like, share or subscribe to get a reading, but you can spam me because my moderators will know that you can spam me. So I'm going to get on with it because I've got clients later on. So I'm going to cleanse the space. And then I'm going to do readings. 15 minutes first to members and my subscribers. And once the alarm clock goes off, I'm going to cater to everybody else in the room. I'm usually on here for about 4 or 5 hours, but not today. So when my alarm goes off, guys, I'm leaving. If you gift me after my alarm clock goes off, you'll get a reading on another day. Because, again, like I said, and I'll be repeating these what I'm saying every so often, because there's new people coming in to the room. Screen record your reading, guys. Angels, guides, loved ones, draw close to me and my family here on TikTok and use me as a vessel to give clear, concise, love and light messages, please and thank you. Love and light. No need to gift. No need to like, share or subscribe. No need to do any of those things. Just copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. That's how I work. I am still trying to download 3 lives that I've done here on TikTok, but there's technical difficulties. So record your reading, guys. Ugh. Record your readings. Just in case I'm having problems like I am currently. All right. I'm going to scroll all the way to the top because I'm going to do 15 minutes for members and subscribers. Again, members and subscribers, you can ask me as many questions as you like on my lives and during my lives only. Subscribers will always get a guided message with every question that they ask me. And I go live every Sunday for my subscribers. And I don't just do tarot readings. We do numerology, we do astrology. I talk about your birthdays. I talk about your playing card attached to your birthday. I give you a lottery numbers. There's a lot of stuff that go on a Sunday for my subscribers. I always make sure I give more to my subscribers, my time and my energy. And every Sunday when I do go live for my subscribers and my super fans, I'm not leaving until I hit every single person at least once. All right, my 15 minutes is starting now. Amanda, any messages for you, please? Angels, guides, loved ones. And I'm pinning you up on the screen if TikTok allows me. Any messages for you, Amanda? So if you miss your answer, nothing I can do about it. Record it if you want. Go ahead. Don't need to gift, don't need to like, don't need to tap the screen, don't need to follow me, don't need to share. Just copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I'll read to you. Read for you. 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, or the 9th of a month where things will start to shift and change in your favor. You need to get out of your ego because I feel like I'm not sleeping very well. I'm over analyzing and overthinking things, possibly worrying about money, finances, and maybe in the lack of mindset, worrying about what you don't have instead of what you do have. You're blocking away to some degree, but not completely, like your full blessings. The Sun card is the best card in the deck. And whether the Sun card is up or down, it's still the best card in the deck. It's about vitality, children, travel, relocation, or holiday. Things could shift and change for you, Amanda, in 9 days, 9 weeks, the 9th of a month, where things will start to shift and change in your favor. Kieran, any messages for you, please? Angels and guides and loved ones. What does Kieran need to know, please? In love and light. What does Kieran need to know, please? In love and light. I'm not going to be on here for long, guys, because I've got a client that I have to take care of. I've got a few clients later on. If you'd like to get on my list and you would like to get an in-depth 13 card reading, it is the meteor shower above the screen or in the gift box below. The meteor shower is to show up with your name. You get on my list and you'll bypass everybody in the room and you get a 13 card reading. Highly recommend that you record it, screen record it, or voice record it. Kieran, any messages for you? You're supposed to be stepping into like prosperity. I've got the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins is self-sufficiency, abundance, a business owner, resourceful, domestically skilled. I've got an older masculine coming your way. Could be a lover or a friend. This person isn't here yet. Could be somebody that you could be collaborating with. Again, if this person isn't here yet, this person's coming in at some point. There is an energy of restlessness, the need to take action if you're feeling anxious or burnt out. And I feel like you need to also have healthy boundaries, Kieran. Healthy boundaries needs to be implemented with you. If there is an older masculine, if the older masculine is not in your life yet, this older masculine can come in at some point. I am still trying to download the 3 lives that I did here. I'm having technical difficulties downloading it. So I highly recommend that if you do get an in-depth 13 card reading, screen record it, voice record it, just in case I'm having problems downloading it onto my YouTube. You do not need to tap the screen, like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to be a follower to get a reading. Copy and paste your question. If my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. Members and subscribers can ask me as many questions as they like on my lives during my lives only. And subscribers will also always get a guided message. Jade, any messages for you? There's an older masculine coming your way. Could be a lover or a friend or somebody that you could be collaborating with. If he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. You could meet him at work or around study. I am seeing a marriage, a higher form of commitment, or a leveling up of your current relationship if you're in one. There's a need for you to tap into the spiritual part of yourself as I'm connecting into your energy. And I also feel like you need to let go a little bit because you might be focusing or worrying about money and you're going to create some sort of a block. Querisha, how does Noel feel about you? Querisha, how does Noel feel about Croatia? Let's have a look and see. How does Noel feel about you? I feel like on some level you intimidate this person. They feel like on some level that you guys are not on the same sort of level. This person's looking at you as self-sufficient. Have your own thing. You don't need anybody. You're somebody that can take care of yourself. So that would be quite intimidating. I feel like it's either you and or this person, Noel, has got their guard up to some degree because they're afraid of something. Like, do I feel like there's any emotions here? I do, but Noel is coming out as a child. You're coming out as the queen. So the Page of Cups is like emotionally immature, not really grown yet. And a queen needs a king. So I do feel like there is some emotions there, but I just feel like this person is not completely in touch with their emotions or feelings or whatever they feel for you. You're never going to really know about it. But is there some sort of feelings there? Yeah. But you intimidate them to some degree. You intimidate Noel on some level. Gabrielle, any messages for you? Any guides, loved ones? What does Gabrielle need to know, please, in love and light? If you would like to get on my list and you would like to get an in-depth 13 card reading, I've just pinned it on the bottom of the screen. It is 13 cards. 13 cards will get you on my list. Your name has to pop up with the meteor shower. I'm not going to be on here for long, guys. I am going to go at some point because I have clients that I have to do. Gabrielle, what does Gabrielle need to know, please, in love and light? Gabrielle. I've got wish fulfillment around you, a miracle, a renewed sense of hope, clarity coming your way. Possibly a love connection later on, if not here yet, coming in at some point. Got a younger masculine around you. There's something about romantic gestures or proposal in your energy. In all that's said and done, I feel like you're feeling a little bit sad, lonely, unfulfilled to some degree about something. Could be within relationships, but I've got wish fulfillment around you, Gabrielle. So light a candle and make a wish. The energy looks great around you. Got to shift and change your perception and your energy. Helen, will I work with Will on the same project? If so, when? Will you work on... Well, let's find out if you're going to work on the same project first and foremost. Can't tell you when if it's a no. Will you work with Will on the same project? I got a no. I got a no. It just feels like there's some other things going on in the in-between. I got a no. I got a no. I don't know if there's something that needs to be done. There needs to be more communication. There's other people wanting to work on this project. I feel like there's good energy coming towards you, though. So it's like whatever it is that you put out is coming back to you. Like whatever you put out is coming back to you. It could be money, time, love, or energy. Because the Six of Coins anchoring your reading always represents the equal balance of give and take. It represents generosity and it represents money and financial stability and financial gain. For those of you who just entered in the room, I'm not going to be on here for very long. You do not have to follow me. You do not have to tap the screen. You do not have to like, share, or subscribe to get a reading. Just copy and paste your question, and if I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. Here's your guided message, honey. Go out into nature. Clarity, nature. Do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. Just copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you and my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. If you would like to get an in-depth 13 card reading, it is the meteor shower above the screen or in the gift box below. Lady House, General messages, please and thank you. What does Lady House need to know, please? Louise. Louise, general message. Louise, what does Louise need to know, please? You need to be patient. I've got money, finances, stability, reap what you sow energy around you, but patience is a virtue. You got to get rid of any conflict, internal or external. I don't know if there's like other people's bullshit seeping into your energy field, and you need to love and light that energy and send it on its way. I also feel like you're stronger than you think you are. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that love and support you, but this does represent unconditional love, self-respect, having the courage to say no. I feel like once you get rid of any conflicts of the mind or in the physical world, you'll have your new beginning, but there seems to be a delay to a relationship, a project, a leveling up of a relationship. I've got an older man anchoring your reading. So if he's not here yet, he's coming in at some point. Could be a lover, could be a friend. You'll know when this person gets here. Your guided message is acceptance. It is what it is. No more, no less. Sheba, please, is the job move right for you? And you guys, loved ones, is the job move right for Sheba? Please and thank you. What does it feel like? You don't need to gift me. You don't need to tap the screen. You don't need to like, share, or subscribe. Gifting doesn't guarantee your reading. This is why I always say, you do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like. You do not need to share. You do not need to subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. Even if you don't follow me, copy and paste your question. If I'm drawn to you, I will read for you. Love and appreciate the gifts, but you don't need to do that. I will still read for you. Is it the right move for you? Yes, it is, but there's going to be other opportunities around work. So Sheba, the Three of Coins represents teamwork, collaboration, partnership, and brushing up on your skills. A happy ending and something to celebrate. You keep worrying about something and then you're going to create something to be worried about. It's called self-fulfilling prophecies. You need to go inwards and meditate and stop over-analyzing and overthinking things and worrying about something. Worry is a wasted emotion. If you're worrying about something, is it going to change the outcome? Yes or no? No. So what's the point of worrying? Don't worry about it. Let the chips fall where they may. Mandy, messages for Mandy. Angels, guides, loved ones. What does Mandy need to know, please? And love and light for Mandy. You need to stop holding on so tightly. You want that long-term sense of security, but you're afraid of the unknown. You might be afraid that, you know, everything's going to change or nothing's going to change. And you're worrying about money, stability, finances, or something along these lines. You need to get your mojo back. You need to feel more inspired, more confident, and more self-assured. You need to tap into the spiritual part of yourself. And this talks about a marriage, spirituality, a spiritual connection coming your way. And you've also got the Three of Coins. So there's going to be an opportunity to team up, collaborate, partnership, or maybe education. Going back to school, brushing up on your skills later on down the line. So the energy looks good for you. Lucy, is there any potential with Joe P in the future? Lucy, if you would like to get on my list and you would like to get an in-depth 13-card reading, it is the meteor shower above the screen or in the gift box below. That will get you on my list and that will get you 13 cards. I highly recommend that you screen record your reading or record my voice so you can go back to it later on. No. There is no potential. This person feels like a mummy's boy on some level. It feels like you're looking for love. You want love and you want intimacy, but it just feels like, I don't know, there's something about this person that you can't see clearly. And this could be a player. It just feels, I don't know. It's like, doesn't feel right. Like you can have the patience of a saint, but it's not going to go the way you think it is. And you might even feel like a mother to Joe P and not like a lover, a girlfriend or a wifey energy. You're going to end up feeling like a mother. You have got a soulmate coming in, but it ain't Joe P. You do not need to tap the screen, like, share or subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. You do not need to do anything. You can just copy and paste your question. If my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. I'm not going to be on here long, guys. I have got a client at some point. That's why I started early today. If you would like to get on my list and you want a 13-card reading, I highly recommend that you record it. It is the meteor shower that I pinned on the bottom of the screen. So once you touch that, The meteor shower will pop up on my screen with your name. You will get on my list and you will get a 13 card reading. Prue, could it be I'm pregnant? Life coach, Prue, could it be that you're pregnant? Could it be that you're pregnant? I am doing members and subscribers for another 1 minute and 48 seconds. And then I will start to do everybody else, include everyone else. People who don't follow me and people who follow me. All right, Prue, could it be that you're pregnant? Not yet, but when you do get pregnant, you will have a son. There is pregnancy in your energy, 100%. But I just feel like when the pregnancy does happen and you know that you're pregnant, you're going to have a boy. I feel like you're going back and forth about something, stressing, worrying, asking yourself to stay, to go, to stay or not to stay. There's going to be a choice or an option around you. You've got to get rid of any conflict that you're holding on to. It's not serving you in any sort of way. Sylvia, any message for you, please? Angels, guides, loved ones, what does Sylvia need to know, please? In love and light. What does Sylvia need to know, please? In love and light. Sylvia. What does Sylvia need to know, please? I've got an older and a younger masculine around you. If they're not here yet, they're coming in at some point. They could be lovers or friends or people that you could be collaborating with. Sorry, did I say two? I meant three. It could be love. It could be a connection around work. It could be partnering up, collaborating with. Looks like they're important people. So if they're not here yet, they're coming in at some point. There's money around you, clarity and truth coming your way, and emotional fulfillment coming your way as well. I feel like there's going to be some sort of a new beginning for you around love, but leveling up of love, a soulmate coming in if you're single, some new vibrations around you. Peace. Any messages for me, please? Will I get the student finance? Will you get the student finance? Peace. Angel, guides, loved ones, will peace get the student finance, please and thank you. I got a yes here. And you might even get help from other people as well. Family members, friends. I got a yes here. You got a whole bunch of important people coming into your energy piece at some point. Study, education or work. But it looks really good. These are court cards. So I say yes. All right. So I've got no one on my list. So I've just started reading for my members and my subscribers. Now I'm going to include not only my members and subscribers, but I'm going to include people who don't follow me as well. So I'm going to go back and forth between followers and people who don't follow me. And again, if you would like to bypass everybody in the room and you would like to get on my list, it is the meteor shower above the screen or in the gift box below. Once the meteor shower pops up on the screen, I will put you on my list and you bypass the 84 people in here. I'm not going to be on here for long, guys. If you would like to get an in-depth reading, again, it is the meteor shower above the screen or in the gift box below. That will get you 13 cards. I am doing free readings for people who can't afford a reading, and I am also reading for my followers. If you're not following me, though, you only get to ask me one question on every live. No more than that. Will Nate text me back today? No. I don't know if there's like third-party situations, other people getting involved in your business, him hanging around with his mates or his friends. There's some sort of conflict going on with Nate, whether you know about it or not. I got no with this. Ivy, when do you see moving out from mum? Moving out from mum. Angels, guides, loved ones, moving out from mum. Moving out from mum. When? Moving out from mum. When? Four months? 4 weeks? The 4th of a month? You're not manifesting in the right way, though. I've got the Magician upside down. So your fears, your worries, your stresses about moving out from mum is creating a block to what you're trying to manifest and co-create. You're safe. You got this. It will happen in time. They're showing me 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months, the 4th of a month, depending on where your frequency is at. If you're low vibe frequency and you're stressing out or worrying about when you're moving out, you're creating blocks to the energy field, aren't you? Milena, you do not need to gift me. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. And the reason why I say that is because I get abused at the end of my live. I gifted you a couple of flowers. Why didn't you read for me? I told you, you don't need to tap the screen. You do not need to follow me. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to do any of those things. And if you are a member or a super fan or a follower, you don't need to be following me or be a member, and I'll still read for you anyway. Will Alp plan for us to spend time together? No. This person's always moving. This person's focusing on money, work, and career. They might tell you that they're going to do this or suggest something, but it doesn't feel like it's going to happen anytime soon. This person is money orientated. It feels like there's travel, relocation. This person's always on a move. I feel like on some level, you want to get married. You want things to level up, but I don't know if it's going to happen just yet. Apez 14, you're on my list. And I'm going to read you right now. I'm going to read you right now. All right, Apez, I hope is that your name? I'm going to do a general reading for you until I can see your question. Let me know what your question is. I'm reading you now, sweetheart. You just bypassed everybody in the room. I'm about to do a 13 card reading for Apez now. So if you guys are interested in getting a reading, Patricia, you're on my list. Oh, Patrice, sorry. Patrice, you're on my list. I got you, honey. If you're interested in getting on my list and you would like to get an in-depth 13 card reading, it is the meteor shower that I've just pinned on the bottom of the screen. That needs to show up. That needs to show up. The meteor shower needs to pop up on the screen with your name. And once I have your name and the meteor shower, you will automatically get on my list. And that's just the way I do it. That's the way I've been doing it. I will try to post this live on my YouTube. However, I'm still trying to download 3 of my... Oh, for God's sake. I'm still trying to post up 3 of my lives on my YouTube channel, but there's been some technical difficulty. So it's taking a while. So for those of you who are like, when will I be able to see, you know, the reading? This is why I tell you to record it. So Apez, if you had another phone, go get your kid's phone and press record and then send it to yourself so you can listen to your reading whenever you want. Because if there's technical difficulties downloading this live, I won't be able to download it on YouTube. I'm having technical difficulties right now with 3 of my lives. I haven't posted it up yet. It's really annoying. What does what does study loom like 2026? I don't know what you mean by that. What does study look like in 2026? Is that what you mean? I'm about to do a 13 card reading for Apez. If anyone is interested in getting a reading like I'm about to give Apez, it is the meteor shower above the screen or in the gift box below. You do not need to tap the screen. You do not need to like, share, or subscribe. You do not need to follow me to get a reading. I am the reader that will read for everybody because I am well aware that there are people out there that can't afford a reading. Sorry, I corrected it and asked what the study looked like for me in 2026. All right, sweetheart, I got you. It's all right, honey, I got you. Okay, so the first thing that I'm seeing around you, I'm going to tell you the star signs because I always like to tell you what I pick up on before I read your question. Okay, sweetheart. I see a strong Gemini energy around you. So these could be people that you could be studying with later on down the line. I got Aries energy around you. I got that you're a healer. Okay, I got that you're a healer. So you're stronger than you think you are. There's a lot of energy attached to you, a lot of freedom, a lot of courage. This is something that you need to do. This is something that you need to start implementing in your energy going forward. I keep seeing butterflies around you, so pay attention to the butterflies because my daughter's a Gemini. Shut up! I was like, I see Gemini and Aries in your energy. And she's like, yeah, my daughter is a Gemini and I'm in Aries. No shit, Sherlock. So the energy attached to you is like, Communication is key. Flexibility is key during this time frame. I'm seeing brilliance and perspective. I feel like you need to be a bit more gentle with yourself, Apez, okay? I will talk to you about studying in a minute when I do the tarot, but I've got to tell you what I'm picking up on. There's something about opportunity. So if something was missed, there's like an opportunity coming your way. There's a pregnancy in your energy. The only gift that I will accept for a 13 card reading is what I've requested above the screen. If you choose to gift me anything else, thank you, but you do not need to gift me to get a reading. You don't even need to follow me to get a reading. Just copy and paste your questions, spam the living daylights out of me. If my guides highlight your name, I will read for you. And hopefully this live will be posted on my YouTube. Shut up! Shut up, Apez. So I pick up on a pregnancy and a baby. You tell me that you're having your daughter's having a baby, and then your name is April. I am so good. Oh my God. Ivy, you're on my list. Oh my God. I've got sweaty armpits. That's amazing. I am so good. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. There's something about staying true to yourself. If stress is an issue during this time, you need to meditate. And there's something about collaboration with you at some point. Collaborating with a bunch of people is what I'm seeing. So in terms of studying, I like it. It looks real good. It looks really good. Let's see what the tarot cards say. So I always pull... What the hell are all of these? Hold on a second. So I always pull... Sorry, guys. I got on a really important phone call and then I couldn't hear the person. It's really important. Apez. So your name is April and your daughter is having a child. Gemini. Okay, I like that. That's great. There is something about partnership and collaboration in your energy. So that looks really good. I am seeing that. Let's talk about study and education around you. So I've got your oracle cards here. And you guys, loved ones, this is for Apez. What does Apez need to know, please, in love and light? All right, here we go. What do you need to know? So it will be 10 tarot cards and 3 oracle cards. All right, here we go. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm back. It's a really important phone call. So sorry. Okay. Apez. Let's talk about it. Oh my God, your cards are so amazing. What is happening? You wanted to know about study and education, Apez? You got it, honey. So when you got the 3 of coins, the 3 of coins talks about money coming your way. The 3 of coins always talks about teamwork, collaboration, going back to school, study education, brushing up on your skill set. That's what the 3 of coins represents, Apez. Brushing up on your skill set. I don't know if I've got to log out and log back in. Something's going on